Because for masters, I would encourage somebody to go to some schools. There are schools that are specific that I would actually encourage you to go to, right? Because when you are doing masters now, there are cities where you go there, then you don't have any opportunity to even hustle on your own. But when you're doing masters, it's definite that you have to. It's different from when you are doing like your bachelor's, right? So when we are applying for you, masters or bachelor's, we are considering that too, that you also get a chance to hustle, probably do business, because in China, working is not really allowed. However, we all hustle. We all find ways to hustle, right? So when we're applying for you, we are finding like cities where you can get a chance to do your part-time, whether teaching, because in China, the main job is teaching English and doing business. However, for me, personally, I'm into business, right? I would encourage everybody here to have a business mind. So for those who want to go and study like commercials, I would encourage you to go and take probably international trade, international business, where you also venture into business. So for masters, we have scholarships, like yes, we do. But here we didn't like stipulate on the requirements that because we were late. But we are going to make sure that we distribute some flyers for you on masters and the prices.
That's all right. Sorry, thank you so much. Another question is, what intakes do you have available?
So in China, there's only 2 intakes. There is the March one and the September one. However, for March, we are already late. So now we are only dealing with the September one.
And then again, on language barrier, is it English taught or a person needs to go and learn Chinese?
Everybody has to learn Chinese. I mean, the world we are into now is mainly, everything is made in China, everything is coming out of China. And it's also a great advantage for us all to speak Chinese right now. Because as I'm speaking right now, right, if you can speak Chinese, I'm telling you, you're guaranteed a job right now. Even today, I can actually get you a job if you can speak Chinese. That's one of the things that I would encourage everybody to do. However, on the majors now, they are taught in English. However, there is some majors which are in Chinese. But it's your choice if you want to do it in Chinese or in English. So it's your personal choice.
So do they go earlier to study the language, or you go there, study language and your major?
Okay, so what happens is in China, right? The first year when you get into China, you have to learn Chinese culture. So you start from Kung Fu, you go into the language, like you have dance classes, you have Kung Fu classes, you have language classes, then you have your major. So most of the universities in China, you will be doing both, like your first year. Then second, third, fourth, that's where you will just be doing your major. First year, it's compulsory for everybody to study Chinese language, Chinese culture. Okay? So you learn first.
I want to ask, what if one is guaranteed the 100% scholarship?
Yes.
Then he's going to the university with the 100% scholarship.
Yes.
However, the person fails to perform. Will it be 100%?
Nah. If you fail now, it's on your own. You're on your own now. Second year, if you like, this scholarship is like for your first year.
Academic based.
You're right. It's academic based. That's why we are using your results to reward you with a full scholarship. So if you get there, then you start playing now.
I want to find out, is it a university of your choice, or do you have specific universities?
We have specific universities. However, if you have your own university that you think you want to go there, we can help you apply there. We can help you apply there. It's not a problem. As long as it's in China, we can go there and we can help you apply.
Sorry,
Yeah.
are you limited right now to give us the names of the
Universities?
so that we can also look at the majors as well?
Usually, what happens is on the names of the universities now, what I can only do is tell you the cities.
Okay.
Like if you want a university in Shanghai, we have links. We can send somebody there and they can help us deliver our papers. They can help us apply. If you want Nanchang, we can help you. If you want Guangzhou, we can help you. Those big cities. We can't really tell you like the actual university.
Okay.
Yes. But it's also like a matter of, for example, see just as like if you have your own university that you think you want to go to, that way it's much easier. Yes.
But does that still guarantee the scholarships and everything?
Now it depends. There is some university. For example, if you tell me a branch of Oxford University in China now, there it's very difficult for somebody from Zimbabwe to actually get a scholarship there, something like that. However, we have our own university that we are guaranteed that we are going to get a scholarship. Sure. Any other question? Okay, sir.
I'd like to know
Mm.
if I happen to finish my program in China,
Yes.
then maybe I fail to find opportunities there to work there, and I come back home.
Mm.
Are there no restrictions that I may face, or rather difficulties that I may find in job finding?
Rather, I don't want to lie to you. Right now, as we speak, especially Zimbabwe, Africa, I mean, in general, all big companies are owned by Chinese right now. If you go into mining right now, all mines are owned by Chinese. Am I lying? If you go into construction right now, all companies are owned by Chinese. So I don't think there is any way that you should study in China. For example, all the like everybody I know who studied in China right now, who did like practical subjects like engineering, pharmacy, medicine, all of those practical subjects. I'm telling you, they are there at Parenyapa. I have some friends at Parenyapa, at Gomo there. I have friends in mining, I have friends in construction. Only because they have in like Chinese people, they value their culture that much. So if you have even 1 year experience in China, you're guaranteed to get a job, like even tomorrow. And as I can see right now, where we are going, everything is going to be Chinese. So I don't think you suffer as long as you went to study in China. Sure, ma'am?
Sorry, I think to answer his question, he wants to know if the degree is accepted in
Zimbabwe.
in all other countries,
Okay.
of which I can actually answer to that. I've got a couple of kids that went to China. One is now a pharmacist here in Harare. When she came back, like any other, even if you study in the UK, in the US, if you do those practical subjects, pharmacist, being a pilot, wanting to be a doctor, when you go back to your country, you do exams to convert. They're called conversion exams. So they did them with those.
And for real, it was tough during COVID time. Very much tough because there they implemented what do they call it? Lockdown, like strict. And not here where you can get a letter and walk. No, that side. They respect the rules. And if they put a rule, they all respect it. So we were really locked down, like in our rooms. We could go out and exercise just like within the confines of the school, but we were not allowed to go out of campus. You understand? So it was really tough. And during that time I was there, and I actually tried to sneak up, to jump. I got my first job during that time, like my teaching job. And if you can look here, I have a scar here and on my leg. I tried to jump the fence, then I got hooked, and I got this, like during that time. Only because it was really strict. However, I managed, like after COVID, blah blah, because we started working online and stuff. But yeah, they are really strict about the risk.
Did you feel the need to leave China at that time, like how people quickly being evacuated from certain
Nah, it was just social media things.
Yeah, that's what I just wanted
They
to
were
see.
strict. If you can respect rules, I am sure like you can just follow, because they were not killing anybody.
Yeah.
They were trying to prevent the spread of
Yeah.
COVID-19. However, they were actually giving us free food and stuff, because they could bring food like into your room every breakfast, lunch, dinner, like the government was providing, because nobody was working. Nobody was allowed to go even to the grocery shop to buy. So they were bringing groceries for you, fruits for you, food for you.
Now that you speak of diet, I just wanted to ask for the benefit of the children coming from Africa going into an Asian environment. Because
Yeah.
it's very vastly different. Do they, you know, people cope? Do has long enough to carry stuff.
We are allowed to bring food stuff from home. We are allowed to. You can carry your food, you can carry whatever you want to carry into China. However, it's tough, like just changing environments is always tough, yeah. And the food there, they make like in the restaurants, in the streets, it's totally different from the one like that we get here. So the first days it might be a little bit tough. However, you're allowed to cook, so you can cook you can buy the ingredients. I mean, they're the same. You can just go and buy and make your own food, isn't it? However, if you want to go into a restaurant, there is Western restaurants, African restaurants, there is like Chinese restaurants. So it's your choice, but it's very tough the first days. I don't want to lie on that. Okay, Mpomo.
Yeah, so my question is, what if I completed my degree in China? Is there any opportunity for me to work in China, or it's automatically I will come back to school? The only way that you can stay in China after your degree, like me, is by opening your own business. In Chinese people, there are more than 1 billion. Yeah? There is a lot of people opening your own company, starting your own thing. You employ yourself, you employ others, something like that. So if you want, you're done with your degree, you can come home. A job is guaranteed here in Zimbabwe by the Chinese community. If you can't find a job after that, come and find me. I will help you get a job. Yes. Okay, another question? Ana mama maybe ndimi. Ndimi nokwaza kuti maybe mune mubvunzo yemari. Kunyanya kumari kundokuda kunyanya kuomesera zvinhu. Kungese ukaiwa tingataure takatsanangurirana but mari ndokwakosha because ndo tinotangira process. Come on.
Okay, so I wanted to ask about racism. How is the racism there, or it's not there? Or...
Yeah, for me, I think racism is everywhere. Yeah. Racism is everywhere. Even here in Zimbabwe, there is racism. Yeah, black people are much racist than any other. I know race. I know, right? However, in China, right, I might not call it racism. Chinese people, right? They are cultural conservatives. They don't know anything else other than China. The government tells them, like, China, 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 China. On the TV, it's China. In the streets, it's China. They don't know anything. So most of them, they've never seen a black person in real life. So they'll come to you and they'll start like touching your head. Out of curiosity, not because they're racist. They'll actually touch your hair like, is this real? Like, why is your hair like, what's real? Like, why is it curly like that? If you have braids, they'll like, is this real hair? You feel me? They will come and actually they will touch your skin like, they'll ask you like a lot of questions. Like, why is it black? Why somebody they say that? Why somebody? They're asking like, why is your skin black? Because they've never seen a black person. I lived in this other small city where I worked for like 2 years. I was the only black person in that city. Like every time I go out, I'm like a celebrity. Everybody's taking me a picture. Everybody is asking me like, let's play together. It's because they don't know. Even on the TV, they don't even know Africans. Most of them, they don't have passports. The government is always telling them China, 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 China. So I don't think it's racism inside. It's out of curiosity. They've never seen a black person. They just want to interact with you. Actually, for boys, you have fun. Any other question?
I want to ask on the issue of religion in China. Are you allowed to just talk about the Bible or ethics?
On that one, my brother, they will deport you tomorrow. I know a girl from Blawayo. She was deported because she preached to a fellow classmate, and the classmate went to report, and she was deported. In China, right, they don't want external influence, not at all. They don't want that. So you are allowed. There is churches actually in China.
you can actually go to church and you can do your thing in there, or in your room, or with other Christians. Not to go and start to wanting to convert a Chinese person into Christianity. My brother, they will divorce you. So that not you can't go in the street, hold your Bible like what we do like in the first street. Hallelujah. They will divorce you. You can practice on your own with other Christians. It's okay. It's allowed to. Any other question? Okay, my brother.
So, what if I want to do medicine?
Mm-hmm.
I heard it's about 6 years to start medicine in China. Yeah, but I want to, let's say I want to go via nursing. Is it allowed? And if I do nursing, how long is nursing? And how can I go to medicine via nursing?
So that might be a longer process, because nursing in China is 4 years. That's the issue now. It's totally different. So after that, now you get into.
So it's,
they'll give you another 4 years.
or they'll give you another 4 years.
Yeah, not 6 now. So it'll be 8 now.
Yeah. But after the nursing, you cannot find a job there while it's to study.
No, in China, I don't want to lie to you. The only job that you're going to find in China, I'm telling you, is you doing your own business. So I encourage everybody to think of what you're going to do when you get into China.
Sorry, I missed the medical degree. I missed that. What did you say about the medical degree?
I said he's asking if he's going to do nursing first, then from nursing, then you go into like medicine. I don't know what she said, something like that. So I'm saying it will take more years now. Instead of you just doing 6 years for your medicine, you will be doing 8 years now. So it's a longer route. You just apply now for your medicine. You just finish your 8 years. You're done. Your 6 years, I mean.
For the medicine degrees, do they still offer scholarships?
Yes, they do. They do offer. Yeah. If the results are good, 100% you can actually get for the medicine. It's not a problem. Any other person? Come on.
What about sporting?
Sporting is one of the things that will get you into a 100% scholarship automatically. If you're a sports person, you're guaranteed a 100% scholarship. Chinese people, they need people who participate in everything. They do some silly stuff. They just want you to participate in all of those ones. You collect your medals, you're guaranteed. Especially sporting. So that's why you see Chinese people, they're the healthiest people I know, like the healthiest people I know. Because they encourage sports a lot. And there's facilities for all of that. Free gym, free facilities for sporting. They provide everything for that. So it's one of the things that you should be looking into. Any other person? Go on.
Are there any other terms and conditions that we may be subjected to during and after the scholarship program?
Okay, as you can see on, first of all, let's start before you even apply. One of the conditions here, as you can see, okay, here they didn't put on like medicals. That's the first thing. Before you even apply to China, you need medicals to be correct. They don't take some serious diseases, some serious infections. For example, any sexually transmitted diseases, you have to go to do medicals first before you even apply for this, because it's one of the requirements. So you need your passport, then your medicals, then your results. Then you said during and after what?
During and after the scholarship program, like you said, after the program, I've heard some, not this scholarship. Some were saying after you finish the study and you get a job, they'll be maybe taking 20% of your salary for the first 2 to 3 years.
No. These scholarships are from the Chinese government. They are from, what we do is we help you secure a scholarship.
Get a business idea through meditation, meditation. You don't get a business idea when you think about it sometimes. But sometimes you get a business idea because you're exposed in an environment where ideas are birthed. So imagine you're going to China, and as Leo was sharing, he told you that China is one of the power countries in the world. Most of the things that we are consuming in Zimbabwe, they're coming from China. Most of the clothes that we are wearing, they're coming from China. So imagine you are being given an opportunity to go there and you are studying there. There's one thing that you're going to discover, even the way that they do business. There are certain things that are being done in China that are not being done in Zimbabwe. So you sometimes when you get to a place like China or another nation that is not China, what you get is a business idea. You don't have to think about it. There's something that this Chinese guy is doing that is not in Zimbabwe. If I get to Zimbabwe, even now, I have to connect Zimbabwe to China, and I start doing my business. So there's one time we sharing stories with Leo, and he told me something that touched me. He said he went to China and he got scammed, and the only thing that was left, it was for him to do business. So imagine if he didn't have that zeal in him or passion for business in him, the next thing that was going to happen, I'm going back to Zimbabwe. So I'm just sharing these ideas with you so that you become problem solvers in the future. You're going there, you take ideas, you're going there, you start businesses. Imagine right now if you get into any shop that is selling electronic gadgets or products, they're coming from China, and now you are at the source of it. You are leaving even friends in Harare, some of them they are not working. You connected them. I'm going to be buying things, and I'm going to do all the procurement processes, all the logistic processes. You sell for me and you give me back my money, or I'll just pay you. So you have to take this opportunity as a gift to you. So I think the last thing is that, as they have said that I'm a pastor, obviously I'll talk something or I'll share something pertaining the divine. So there is a story in the Bible where Moses was told by the Lord to build an ark